Hey, what's going on, guys? Logdotzip here, and welcome to Minecraft Snapshot 20w20a, home of the brand new game mode switcher. Look at this special UI that now pops up whenever you want to switch game modes so that you can more easily know exactly what you're jumping into, from creative mode to spectator mode, all at a tap of a button, essentially. That and a lot more in today's snapshot video. We're going to be covering it right now. It just came out May 13th. So yes, first thing, as we were just talking about, is the game mode switcher. Previously, there was an F3 command where if you pressed F3 plus N, it would put you into spectator mode and then put you into creative mode. Well, now it just remembers the last game mode you were in. So now it takes you right back to survival if you were previously in survival. So this is a quick jump to spectator mode at a moment's notice. F3 plus N. If we were to do that in creative mode, though, the F3 plus N would take us to spectator and then back to creative because it remembers the last game mode you're in. So this is extremely useful for people like me that are constantly checking out and no-clipping through landscapes. Alternatively, if you want an easier way to switch game modes that lets you have a little bit more access, well, if you press and hold F3 and then hold down F4, you've got a toggle menu that will pop up. Pressing F4 will cycle through all of the different game mode types currently available in Minecraft, from creative to survival to adventure to spectator, and that will allow you to more easily switch as well. Alternatively, and in a similar fashion to F3 plus N keyboard command, it will remember the last game mode you're in. So if we were to just quickly press F3 then F4, it will instantly swap back to the game mode that we were just in. Right now we go to survival mode, it'll instantly swap back from creative to survival at the press of, well, 2 buttons. Excellent. Moving on, we've got some new advancements that recently came out. By recently, I mean in this snapshot. First and foremost, it should be known that all of these advancements are for the recent Nether update for Minecraft 1.16. Now, it's time for us to show what they are. So, one of the first advancements you can get from the Nether is by finding ancient debris, which is the key to Netherite if you didn't know. So, don't mind me while we mine this up so we can show you the first advancement. If you look to the top right corner, you're able to see that we found hidden in the depths. And if we were to look at our advancement screen by pressing L in game, you'd see that we have unlocked this new tech tree. So literally get into the Nether, bring summer clothes, obtain ancient debris, and you can see some of the new advancements: country load, take me home, cover me in debris, etc., etc. Here are those remaining advancements. First and foremost, cover me in debris. That requires you obtain a full set of netherite armor, which you can get by getting netherite ingots, going to a smithing table, and then combining the ingots with the armor in question. Now, once we've done all of this, we should be essentially good to wear it all so that we can then get that new advancement smell. Take it in. Man, I look real good here. Next advancement. Country load, take me home. Use a compass on a lodestone, which is a new block that you can use to make your compass work in different dimensions. So right-clicking the compass onto the lodestone will get you that new advancement. And so now, if you didn't realize what the lodestone does, it makes your compass point to wherever you hooked that lodestone to. Well, now you get an advancement for it as well. Another advancement is, who is cutting onions? Oh, it's so sad. Because it involves crying obsidian. If you manage to get some crying obsidian, you will activate this advancement. Now, in the case of what we're dealing with here, the easiest and, as far as I'm aware, only way to currently get crying obsidian is through bartering with the piglin mob. So, we'll go ahead and give this guy a handful, let him do his thing. We might be here a while. Oh, hey, how about that? On the very first trade, we got crying obsidian, and there's the advancement. Who is cutting onions? Beautiful. Not bad. Hey, we got regular obsidian on the next one. All right, but outside of that, we've got the old advancement, Ice Bucket Challenge, for getting regular obsidian. Next advancement that's new is not quite 9 lives, and this is what happens when you max out a respawn anchor, which, if you didn't realize, oh, this guy is mad at me now because I opened up a chest nearby him. Hold on, let me handle this mess. If you didn't realize, you can fill one of the respawn anchors with glowstone blocks, and that will allow you to essentially respawn in the Nether. By the way, you need crying obsidian to make this block. So, right-clicking, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you will get that advancement. Not quite 9 lives, which means you now have the ability to respawn in game in the Nether 4 times until this respawn anchor runs out. Next up, this boat has legs. Ride a strider with a fungus on a stick. So don't mind if I do. Here's my boy. Go ahead, put him on there, and look at this. fungus on a stick. This boat has legs, and that's exactly what we've done here. We're now going to town riding this poor little strider, who, believe it or not, has got some decent speed, even when he's not in lava, so long as you use the warped fungus on a stick to make that happen. Next advancement, hot tourist destinations, visiting all the different nether biomes. So presumably what we would do here is, you know, hit ourselves up a nice warped forest, then, you know, check, make sure that we've actually done that. You can see in the biome section on screen that we are in fact in the warped forest. We can now, go over to the Crimson Forest, and there's only 4 total biomes that are in the Nether, believe it or not. There's the Warped Forest, there's the Crimson Forest, there's the Soul Sand Valley, and naturally there are just the Nether Wastes, which is just the kind of in-between biomes. So here's Soul Sand Valley, and I totally forgot there was another biome that was added. It is the Basalt Delta. So the moment we hit that up, we now have the Hot Tourist Destination advancement nice and complete. Oh, and I wish I had seen these other command vlogs that would have taken us instantly to those other biomes in question. Well, that would have made it a little bit easier, but not a big deal. Now we've got another advancement. Those were the days. This is what happens when you visit a Bastion Remnant, which is the new dungeon type that you can find when you are searching across the Nether for various goodies. Speaking of, ooh, soul speed on that? Couple chains. Hoo-wee. That's what I'm looking at right now. But we're gonna go ahead and go back so we can show you this advancement. Oh, shiny. Distract an angry piglin with gold. So we got a piglin spawn egg. We want him to be angry at us, so we're not gonna wear any gold so that he in fact does get mad at us. And the moment that happens, hold on, he's mad, but check it out. Look. Yo, distracted him. Oh, shiny. And those are all the different advancements that you can now find from within the Nether. A grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not bad. Funny enough that this snapshot came out today, I actually just worked with my developers to make 25 of our own Nether advancements that you'll be able to check out in a video coming this Friday. So look out for that. That's going to be May 15th. For now, though, we can move on to things that actually did come out in today's snapshot. So that is some changes to other advancements, speaking of. Now, obtaining Blackstone in-game will count towards the Stone Age advancement. Previously, you'd only get this for mining stone and turning it into cobblestone. You now have the ability to acquire the Stone Age advancement by mining Blackstone in the Nether as well, which makes a Nether survival playthrough all that much more believable, because now you can use Blackstone to get enchantments, or rather advancements, that were normally only reserved for the overworld. That's one change. Another change is serious dedication. It's now earned when you obtain a netherite hoe. So we've got the diamond hoe right here. Now, previously you would get this advancement by using up an entire diamond hoe, which I believe is something like 1,500 uses, give or take a handful of uses there. So it would take a whole lot of hoeing around in order to get this advancement. Now it's been changed so that all you need to do is grab a diamond hoe, turn it into a netherite hoe, and the moment you grab that, you now have the serious dedication advancement completed. And if we look over to the Minecraft, what is it? Husbandry? Yeah, serious dedication. Use a netherite ingot to upgrade a hoe and then reevaluate your life choices. My goodness. Now, this is a lot easier than fully using up a diamond hoe, so it makes me wonder if this was an intentional advancement change or if this is something that was overlooked and they're going to change it to needing you to use up a netherite hoe instead of just having one. Moving on, Bullseye can now be earned by hitting a target block from 30 blocks away. Previously, the Bullseye advancement was reserved for non-target block related things. Still hitting things from far away, but now it can be done with, ooh, y'all ready? The target block. And so we've, what did we miss? Let's see. We might need to get even further. Do we really need to hit, do we need to hit it on like a direct bullseye? Or am I just the worst shot in the world? Guys, I may just in fact be the worst shot in the world. Maybe I'm not 30 blocks away yet. I mean, we could try and do some serious... Guys, I might just be really bad at Minecraft. Let's go over there in creative mode and see if we actually manage to get our hands on these hitting any. Oh! Yeah! Yo, we were definitely hitting a bunch of those. Now, there have been a couple weird glitches with advancements, especially in Snapshot, so either way, you should know that if you hit a bullseye block, or in this case, a target block, from more than 30 blocks away, that should, in theory, net you your bullseye enchantment. So, you know, you may want to keep that one in mind. It's similar to Sniper Duel, except now you're just worried about a block. It's not working right now. That's my bad. But you will have to hit the bullseye exactly. Oh. Maybe that's why it wasn't working, because I don't know if I hit the bullseye exactly. But we can replicate it for now. Challenge completed. Bullseye. Man, I'm such a good shot. Anyways, we move on to another change to advancements. This one more of a fix than anything. Breeding striders now counts towards the parrots and the bats advancement, and is required for the 2x2 advancement as well. So what we have right here is every single mob under the sun. Right, and apparently we're supposed to breed these guys all together. Look, I'm going to go ahead and skip over that. You now get parrots and the bats for breeding these two, and if you were in fact able to breed the turtles, the cats, the pandas, ocelots, llamas, chicken, etc., 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 all of them, you'd get the 2x2 advancement, which is breeding every single type of mob available in-game that you are actually able to breed. That one would take a lot longer, maybe even longer than getting a netherite hoe. But now, we move on to some other changes in today's snapshot. Shulker fixes is the first one on the block. Now, this is very useful for map makers. Originally, no AI, which is an MBT tag, shulkers, couldn't be summoned with rotation. Here's an example of that. This shulker is nice and in place, and if we go F3 plus B, we can see the hitbox showing the fact that this guy is looking directly onwards. We were unable to rotate the, well, rotation of the mob. But now you can summon in with all sorts of rotations, such as the shulker, you know, tilted, looking this way, or the shulker, oh, I don't know, looking the other direction. And you can even tell that they are slightly rotated, so now you can have offset blocks, literally diagonal blocks, which is really exciting. We could, in fact, even mess with this one, and you can see that you can get very minute with the rotations on these blocks as well. So this is going to be really exciting. I'm very pumped to see how this is implemented in-game, in maps in the future. If we look closely, you'll see all of these rotations, and it's even, well, I'll say less apparent without the hitboxes being shown, but you can still tell that these guys are all offset in various different directions. Very cool. Now, on top of that, there's also new advancement triggers. These are the ability for custom advancements to hook into various actions you can have in game. So this is going to be more useful for those that are writing custom advancements. So here is a custom one. Advancements now unlock when a mob picks up an item. This is one of the new triggers. Throw an item picked up by entity. This is used for piglins. So we've got a diamond helmet right here. We're going to spawn in a zombie and we're going to throw it at him. He's going to be able to pick that up in a hot second. He wore it, and we got ourselves a custom advancement. Om nom diamonds. Beautiful. So you can now use that as a trigger for your own custom advancements. Moving on, we've got another example of one of these implemented. This one's called Item Used on Block, and this is used for respawn anchors. As you know, over there, we were able to add glowstone blocks to the inside of the respawn anchor. Well, you can now use that for your very own triggers. Here is a custom one for a key and a chest. So we've got a gold nugget here renamed to key, and if we were to try and open this chest, you'd see that it is entirely locked. Well, now you can use the key on the chest, and you can attach it to an advancement. Advancement made. It's the key. Right, well, I mean, that makes sense. We just use the key to open the chest. And, of course, there's another one as well. Player generates container loot. This is used to test for the Bastion loot advancement. You know, that one we were looking at a second ago that was able to determine that we looted a chest within a Bastion. Well, here's a custom one. This one will activate when opening an igloo chest. So even though we're in the nether right now, this is technically a loot chest from an igloo that we've spawned in. So upon opening this, not only will we get our igloo loot, but we'll also get an advancement. Igloo. Now, it should be worth noting that all of these custom advancements that you're looking at, the last three here, they've all been ones that we wrote in, so these aren't actual new advancements right here. This is just examples of them being used in effectiveness. Finally, we've got Safely Harvest Honey, which, believe it or not, was removed and instead replaced with Smoky. which is a new property that you can use alongside the location command to check if a location is closely above a campfire. Now, it appears as though we don't have a physical example of this. This is more than likely because we could not figure it out. I've got an awesome developer, Ethan Vilboxel, who is frequently looking into all of the snapshot information, and we were unable to replicate this one. But in theory, the idea would be that you could attach the campfire's smokiness to a system that would allow us to, check if the area was in fact smoky, right? There's now a check to see if this special smoke is in game, and you could attach that to various other different commands, such as, if there is smoke detected and it's in an enclosed area, well then poison the player, and then if you were to remove the block so that the smoke could in fact escape, well hey, now it doesn't deal that special type of damage to you. So there's lots of different ways to make this happen. As you can see here, the smoke no longer collects above the netherrack. So using some clever command trickery, we could in fact make some campfires that, when contained in the right way, can deal damage or really do whatever we want to the other player. Overall, though, there's been a whole plethora of changes in today's snapshot, a couple bug fixes, mostly advancements. Again, make sure you check the channel on Friday to see 25 of our own custom nether enchantments. We made them really legit, make it feel like it just came from Minecraft on its own, and you guys should check that out because in all likelihood, we're going to offer it as a download, and I recommend that you install it in your worlds. But subscribe for future snapshot videos. The 1.16 update in all likelihood is coming out very soon. My guess, probably within the next month. So you're going to see our videos on it right as they come out. Thanks so much for watching, my friends, and we'll see you later.